I just lack words. I don't know what to say. This is Manchester United that you are playing with. That they didn't have that good of a game. Yes, they scored fast, but they were playing with so many tackles. They were punished. Their man is sent off, and then you have an extra man, and you cannot break the defense of Manchester United. Manchester United decided to stay back, defend, and if chance comes about, they can be able to counterattack and score you. They decided to defend, and they defended so deeply. But what are you doing as Arsenal Football Club? You are a manager. You're not able to utilize your managerial skills to ensure that you go against all odds. Even if they're defending, you ensure that you get goals. And as I've always said in this channel, is that Arsenal, with the likes of Martinelli, with the likes of Havertz, with the likes of, let me call all the front, the forward players that we have, the right wing, the left wing, the center forward, the ones that we have, the Havertz and the Jesus, they cannot take us as Arsenal Football Club anywhere. What was that? As you see players, you are playing, it reaches to a point whereby it's about scoring, you are not able to score, you have an advantage, you are given a penalty. Yes, a penalty anybody can lose. And for Odegaard to lose, I really don't blame him. But again, we have players who are supposed to give us goals. They're not giving us goals. And then when you hear the manager talking in the press conference, he says that we have players, we've been scoring whenever we're playing teams when we played teams like Crystal Palace, we scored 5 goals. When we played teams like West Ham, we scored many goals. And then he says that we've been scoring goals. When we're not scoring goals, why are we complaining? Arteta, I think I've defended Arteta for a very long time. I thought Arteta was the best coach for this team, the manager for this team, but I think he's beyond him right now. It's high time for Arteta to just pack and leave, resign, or the management or the board to just sack him and get someone else who can be able to take Arsenal from the level that we are right now. We cannot be playing at home. We lost the previous game against Newcastle. And the reason as to why we lost against Newcastle was simple because we didn't have strikers, we didn't have forward players who can be able to generate goals. Right now, today, the person who came and scored for us, the goal that we equalized, was Gabriel, the defender, who comes and scores. And he actually scored a superb goal. Let me say it so. He scored a superb goal. So it has reached to a point whereby Arsenal, without without free kicks or without corners, because that goal actually came through, I think it was through a corner. And then that's when he was able to score that goal. Without set pieces, Arsenal, we cannot do anything. We have 90 minutes. At I think the 70-something minute, a player is sent off, Manchester United. And let me tell you, if this was Arsenal and the player was sent off, let me tell you, Manchester United will have won this game in the first in the 90th, before the 90th minute. We are so vulnerable to a point whereby the team that we have right now, it's no longer, it does actually, let me say, even in Premier League, the position that we are right now as Arsenal Football Club number 2, I should say that it's just by luck. Because the players that we have, the center forward, the forward players that we have, I'll say again and again, they are not going to take us anywhere. And we are in January. The other day he was asked, that is Arteta, he was asked if he's going to get someone in January. He's going to bring any players in January. I don't know why they keep on saying that if we get the right player, in the market, you're going to go for them. The players are there. And if it's money, Arsenal have money. We have money. If it's not, Arsenal, we have money. It's about them going getting those players. Go break the bank in January. It has never happened, but go break the bank in January. Get those players in. The four players that we need. See, I said last week when we were I think beginning of this week, when I said after the Newcastle game, we lost the Newcastle game, and I said again you're going to lose this game against Manchester United, and yet it has come to pass. You've lost this game, and simply because the players that you have, the forward players that you have, cannot take us anywhere. Sterling came, tried to do his things, trying to dribble against the defenders, Manchester United defenders, but at the end of the day, he was not able to bring anything to the table or to give us the goals that we needed. So the players that we have had today, the game that we've had today against Manchester United, I should say that was a very poor game. And it is the kind of game that we're going to play in the games that are ahead of us, the Premier League, the what we call the Champions League. Then it's over for us. It's over, and I don't see us if we can be able to revive this season. And this one I blame it on Arteta. He knows that Saka is off. Actually, Saka, if it wasn't for Saka, I don't know. Saka is been injured. We are in the second week of January, and no one is in. Why don't you go and get those players? Get that player. Give me a right wing. Give me a left wing if you can. Yes, maybe you might say that is the window is buying in January is difficult. But again, you have money. Go get the right wing. Go get that is William from Atletico. I don't know which team he plays for, but go get that player. Go bring him in. If the center forward, go get Gokores from Sporting Lisbon. Go get those players. Bring them. You can afford. Arsenal can afford these players. I don't know why they are waiting until it will reach to the last day of the January transfer window, and then that's when you're going to bring us a 17 or 20-year-old player who doesn't have experience. Yet you had the whole of January to get these players. You can't tell me that you are waiting until end of the season so that you can go get me Isaac. And yet I know even Isaac cannot even come from Newcastle. Isaac, they are going to ask 150. Are you going to pay 150 if you cannot go get Gokores from Sporting Lisbon? So Arteta is the one who's putting this team to a position where it is. And the players that we have, the forward players that we have, they cannot take us anywhere as Arsenal Football Club. I'm so frustrated. My weekend, it just ended in a bad mood. And let me say, Arsenal, you're just killing the morale of the fans. Period. Till next time, it's your guy Big Eddie. Adios.